I mean, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want to be an old father. So we tried 2 more times, but I think that something happened with the abortion that messed up her being able to have kids again. Yeah. So she's never able to have kids again. I mean, I haven't spoke to her in a while, a couple of years, but I know she can't have kids anymore. And as time went by, I just was one of the lucky ones that don't have no kids, and thank God that I don't, because this situation right now, I couldn't be a father.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, so, I was just driving down the street, driving down Peachtree. I'm actually about to go link up with my kids or whatever for the weekend and just chill with them. I stopped another guy who was walking, who had like a pink cap on or whatever. And, so I'm just gonna ask, I mean, do you do any homosexual activities or anything like that?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
So do you like go both ways?
No, I can see
Okay,
myself.
so it's just
I'm gay.
Okay. So at one point in your life you wasn't.
Yeah, at one point.
Okay, so what happened? When did that switch occur?
I mean, it's...
What's up, YouTube? Go ahead and smash that like button. Also, if you like the video, share. It helps to spread it in the algorithm. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my man out here today. How you doing today, man?
I'm all right. Could be better, but I'm still blessed.
I know that's right. So are you homeless?
Currently, I am.
All right. How old are you?
39.
39. We're the same age, man. All right. And so how long have you been homeless?
Well, it's been about like almost a month now. About 3 weeks to a month.
Okay, a few weeks to a month. So what was it that happened about a month ago that caused you to become homeless?
So I moved back from Augusta back to Fulton County. I'm on probation. I wasn't supposed to really leave the county unless I got a switch. So I came back, and I'm really mad that I did, because I had it kind of going with me in Augusta. I just got out of prison in October. When I got out of prison, they released me early, and there was no resources, no anything, nothing went on, so I've been figuring it out myself. So when I came back here in Atlanta, I thought it'd be a little bit easier because the public transportation is a whole lot better. But Augusta is no public transportation. If you got a car, you really can't get around.
Over with.
So I came back here thinking it's gonna be a little bit better, try to reach out to some programs. It's not really what it is. They got a shelter on Peter Street. If you stay at the shelter at Peter Street, you have to be there about 4:15 when the doors open. And then the cutoff time is like 6:30. A lot of people have jobs where as though they work in the evening. They may need somewhere to lay their head on a day. They don't have day shelters and stuff like that for men. If they do, it's a program you got to get to. Then you can't work, and you got to follow their rules. And they think that everybody is either some kind of alcoholic or drug addict, and that's not everybody's story. Some people really just fall on hard times. Most of the programs out there are for women and for children, which I don't understand why I see lots of women and children out here on the streets, because it's given to them. It's harder for men. I just once I came back, I just couldn't find a spot for me to stay at. But I just reached out to a coordinator that does that works for my PO for the Department of Supervision, and she just told me it's a program called RPH or something like that, RPR, that is like housing for 3 months, and is granted, so they'll pay for it for 3 months to help you get on your feet and find a job. So I got a job coming up. I just really out here just waiting until I start getting some money to get a place where I get this extra boost from the probation officer.
So I mean, the RPR program or whatever it's called, when are you supposed to be starting that?
She told me that she'll give me a call back on Monday, because I talked to her today. She said Monday evening. She said she should know something. So I'm gonna give her a call Tuesday to follow up to make sure. So hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday, I won't be out here on these streets. I just gotta make it through the weekend.
Okay, so I mean, so for the last month or so, where you been sleeping?
Well, my normal spot is right there across the street from City Hall.
You ain't gotta say exactly where. We don't want you to.
Okay, well, outside.
Being there, outside. I got you. Okay. All right, man. So, you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids. All right. Have you ever been married?
No, sir.
No? All right. So let's just start from the beginning, man. So, where you from?
I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland.
Hey, man. Shout out that BMO, man. Shout it out, man. Shout out Baltimore. Hey, man. Shout out Morgan State, man. All day, all my HBCUs, man. Definitely shout out that Baltimore, man. I lived a few years up in DC, man. So I definitely love Baltimore. Shout out to the whole DMV.
I know that
all day, man, all day. All right, man. And so growing up in Baltimore, did you have both your mom and your dad in the household?
No, my mom, she was a single parent mom, but my dad, he was in my life. He just lived in West Virginia. It actually was a big custody thing over me. My dad tried to kidnap me when I was like young, like 5 years old or whatever like that. But he wasn't in the household, but I knew who my dad was.
Okay. And so, I mean, did you have brothers and sisters growing up?
Yeah, I got 2 little sisters that are actually doing well. They successful. Like, one got 3 kids, the one got 2 kids. They both got townhomes, cars. I mean, one is actually going to be finished her school. She was a dentist assistant. Now she's going to be a full dentist. My other sister, she's an LPN working on her RN. So
where they live, in Maryland?
Yeah, they're in Maryland. They're not in Baltimore no more. My mom said that the crime rate.
Did I say Maryland? I meant to say Merlin. My bad. Are they in Merlin? My bad. I said that wrong.
They're not. They still in Maryland, but they in Hartford County or Howard County, I believe. I'm not mistaken, because Baltimore, the crime rate is like getting really, really bad.
It's been bad.
Well, I mean, I'm from there, so I can't. But it must be worse. And my mom telling me it's getting worse.
Then it must be getting real bad. Yeah,
bad.
I get it. All right. So I mean, growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
I did everything most children do. I went to school, was good in school. Went to magnet schools. I mean, got good grades, snuck out sometimes, got caught.
So you was in like advanced classes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, did you go to high school?
Yeah.
Graduated?
Yeah.
Any college after that?
Yes.
What college, man?
I got an associate's degree, Baltimore City Community College.
Yeah,
and the situation I'm in right now.
So you know, how do we get here? How do we go from advanced classes, you know, associate's degree, everything else, to prison time and homeless?
Well, when I came down here, the first time I came down here, my job moved me down here, and I relocated.
What job was that?
I was working for this video production company.
Okay.
And I cannot say his whole name.
Yeah, you ain't gotta say the name, but video production.
Yeah. So I was pretty much like the guy's personal assistant, and I helped him do a lot of video editing and things like that. So he moved me down here. I stayed down here for about like 3 or 4 years, but I got homesick, like super homesick. So I went back home, and it's like when I went back to Baltimore, I said, "What the hell am I here for? What am I here for?" I stayed probably like not even 6 months.
Well, hold on. Let's slow down. So you had a job here.
Yeah.
You was working.
Yeah.
And it was for, it sounds like a celebrity?
He's not a celebrity.
Okay, but some guys have got something.
He deals with
some boss guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so did you lose that job or something?
No. I resigned and I moved back home. And when I went back home, I instantly went to another job. I was working at a movie.
Okay, so you had another job lined up when you went back home? Okay.
And
so you had a job lined up, and then what happened?
I ended up saying, "What am I in Baltimore for?" I had a friend that was down here. I said, "I want to come back." He helped me line a job up. I came back. The first day I got off the Greyhound, I was so mad I didn't realize that I had to go to work that same day, like 3 hours after I got off the Greyhound. So I always had all my ducks in a row. So eventually, I was down here. I'm still doing my own thing. I got in some trouble back in like 2019.
What type of trouble?
Aggravated battery, aggravated assault.
What happened?
It was a fight. I mean, somebody bigger than me, they came at me, and they kept
Why did they come
at
you?
You know how like when people go out to a club or something like that and they're a little bit too drunk and intoxicated, or you feel like somebody bigger wants to try the little man?
Right.
That's what happened. So we got into a fight, and
so I mean, I'm gonna ask you, man. I mean, do you have little man complex?
I don't think so. No.
I mean, you know, I get it, but you know, hey, so I mean, so you end up fighting.
Yeah.
Did you get beat up?
I didn't get beat up.
So you won the fight?
I won the fight.
This was a bigger guy.
Bigger guy. I won the fight.
All right.
I actually stabbed him like twice. So
you stabbed him?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a little shanky shank on you.
Yeah. So
okay.
With that, I ended up going to prison, and it's like everything just switched. Like since I got out, I'm trying to get my life back to where it's at. Hopefully, this may be my big break.
How long did you do in prison?
I did 1 year jail, 3 years, 4 years. 4.
Okay, all right. And you had your own spot and everything when that happened.
My own place, my own car. I was a supervisor at UPS.
Damn. Just out of the club one night.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask because, you know, we're down here in Atlanta and, you know, you're 39 years old. You don't have any kids, so I mean, did you never want kids or?
I wanted kids. I wanted kids when I was younger. But what ended up happening is I was too young when I tried to make the kids, and so that was short-lived through parents' decisions, through birth parties of both parents. And
so the deletion?
Yeah.
You guys decided to delete the kid?
Yeah.
Was it one time or multiple times?
It was one time, and then after that.
How old were you?
At that time I was like 15, 16.
Okay, so yeah, you was in high school basically.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want to be an old father. So we tried 2 more times, but I think that something happened with the abortion that messed up her being able to have kids again. Yeah, so she's never able to have kids again. I mean, I haven't spoke to her in a while, a couple of years, but I know she can't have kids anymore. And as time went by, I just was one of the lucky ones that don't have no kids, and thank God that I don't, because this situation right now, I couldn't be a father.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, so, I was just driving down the street, driving down Peachtree. I'm actually about to go link up with my kids or whatever for the weekend and just chill with them. I stopped another guy who was walking, who had like a pink cap on or whatever. And, so I'm just gonna ask, I mean, do you do any homosexual activities or anything like that?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
So do you like go both ways?
No, I consider
Okay,
myself
so
gay.
it's just
I'm gay.
Okay. So at one point in your life you wasn't.
Yeah, at one point.
Okay, so what happened? When did that switch occur?
I mean, it's something that I always knew I was, but back that time in life, I had to play a position in a part to be a part of a certain crowd. It wasn't accepting as it is now. When I was like 14, 15, 16, it's not so cool for you to be gay or homosexual.
Well, definitely in our generation, man, like that. Back in the day, it was brutal.
Now they can walk around and do anything. You couldn't do that then, so I had to live a double life. But
so you knew from the time that you was how old?
I think I always knew. I always had the feeling. I always did.
Okay, so even when you was with women,
I knew what I really wanted.
Huh. I tell you, man, I mean, I'm always curious, because it's like vagina feels so good. Like, it just, I don't know, like, I guess I just, hey man, listen, and no judgment. Yeah, there's no judgment. There's no judgment. I'm just literally I just try to strive for an understanding, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's something that I tell people all the time that you never want to understand, because it's something that you really feel with inside yourself.
Right.
I've had people sit there and say, you made the decision. It's not a decision I made.
It's like, it's literally what you was,
I was created. I can't change what I feel and what I'm attracted to. The same way I can't change a straight man and like a gay man. I can't make him do that.
Yeah,
Nobody can make me be straight.
So I mean, so prison didn't have anything to do with it?
No, prison had nothing to do with it. But by the time I went to prison, I've been well into myself. So
okay, so you was already doing that stuff. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Excuse me. Y'all not get on Pryor?
Pryor, it's the next street over, my bro. The next street to the left.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, man. All right. Okay, so I mean, safe to say at this point, probably not gonna have any kids.
Probably not. If I have kids, when I get my situations fixed and together, I want to at least adopt or get a foster kid, help somebody out that's out here on the street that don't have nothing. Because at one point in time, I was, like I said, before I got locked up, I was making about $56,000, $57,000 a year.
Right.
No kids, just me.
Yeah.
So I can bless somebody else, and I want to do that.
Okay, man. And so, I mean, like, are you like in a relationship right now or anything like that?
I can't be in a relationship. I can't help anybody or be with anybody, and my stuff is not together. I'm kind of old school when it comes to that.
All right, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
There's no point in me being in a relationship with
priorities,
somebody,
okay? Priorities. But you'll be surprised, man, how many people out here are in relationships,
I
man.
know.
So, all right, and so it sounds like you got your plan together, man. It sounds like you're gonna be having some type of temporary housing soon enough.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, what's the long-term plan?
Well, my long-term plan is, I was supposed to start school October 3rd this fall semester. I ran to the university online for my bachelor's in supply chain and logistics. But I'm unable to do it right now because look where I'm at, I'm outside. So long-term goal is once I get into this housing and I get back into work, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do classes start again in like January. So I'm gonna pick up back with that, and it's an 18-month program. So I'm gonna do that to get my bachelor's, and then they got that great MBA program they gonna pay half of it as long as I finish and graduate with a bachelor's with a certain GPA. So my goal is to at least get my bachelor's, but I really want my master's. I want to live comfortably. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be balling and all that stuff. I just want to be everyday working man with a nice chunk of change, a nice cushion in case anything's ever happened. I can fall back.
Gotta
on.
have that cushion, boy.
Yeah,
Gotta have that.
I can fall back on. I actually want to purchase a home. I don't want to even rent anymore. Like I want to get a home that's somewhere that people consider like the inner city or something like that. But it's nice parts of like Camilton Road or Cleveland Avenue.
Absolutely. Where
the houses are dirt cheap. And I mean, maybe put a little work into it.
They ain't dirt cheap no more, man. They are not.
Oh, man.
Boy, you cannot find no more of that.
Oh, wow.
No, sir. If anything that got a 303 in front of it, as far as the zip code, it's going to be expensive. Well, because the investors already know.
Yeah, they know what's going on.
Yeah, it's been 20 years now, so they're hip to it, man. So,
okay, well,
all right, man. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you. So okay. One more question though. As far as coming down here to Atlanta, did you come down here because you was a gay man and you knew that you could kind of live?
Nah.
Okay.
That had nothing to do with it. See,
okay,
I
so it was
tell friends
just
all
a
the time,
job situation.
A lot of friends flocked down here because, and I seen it. They came down here and they became homeless. They met somebody and thought they was going to be with this person and it didn't work out. They came down here for that lifestyle. I really came down here because my boss moved me down here. He relocated me down here. I stayed at this spot for about 2 weeks. He helped me get an apartment on Howell Mill Road. I was paying $895 for like a one-bedroom apartment.
Oh, we on Howell Mill. You can't find that no more, my boy.
That was like 2008, 2009. So, I mean, he relocated me down here, and see, I got homesick, and I chose to go back home. I resigned from my job and went back home, and then I came back. So
I can dig it. I can dig it. Hey, man, I almost forgot, man. Real quick. So, if anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Sure. You can reach out to me on my Cash App. My Cash App would be $KORNBREAD. The letter E, the number 4L. So it would be $cornbread E4L. That's my Cash App. If you wanted to find me on Facebook, you can find me on Facebook as Dante, D-A-N-T-E. Last name Baylor, B-A-Y-L-O-R. If it be parentheses, it may be cornbread on that, but it'd be a picture of me with a red shirt on with
Why
white
they call
stars.
you cornbread, man?
Because I ate a lot of cornbread one year for Thanksgiving, and the name just stuck with me. Everybody called me cornbread.
Here's some of your cornbread.
Nah, I can't have none of my cornbread.
All right, my boy. Hey, man, have a good one, all right?
You too, man.
Yes, sir.